Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash, Season 9. So we are now under a month, actually we're just under 3 weeks I think now from The Flash being back on our screens with its final season premiere ever. So of course this season is going to be, bittersweet as we are, all looking forward as to how the show is going to wrap up and finish this 9-season journey that Barry Allen has been on, but also emotional because it is just wrapping up as a whole. I have been asked what do I think was more emotional, like Arrow coming to an end or The Flash coming to an end, and I think the easy answer is The Flash, and it isn't just because of the show, but because along with The Flash ending, we are also seeing the Arrowverse ending. I know there is this whole debate that, any CW DC show is Arrowverse, and Superman and Lois and Gotham Knights are still there, but to me, after Crisis, only the shows on Earth Prime are Arrowverse, and The Flash is the last of those shows. So once The Flash ends, logically, so does the Arrowverse. But due to it being the final season of The Flash, and most likely the Arrowverse as well, we do have returning characters that have been confirmed for the episodes that have been filmed so far, but we also have new characters as well to bring in some new stories within those episodes, which at the point is 9 episodes, the 9th episode wrapping the day before I'm making this video. So of course there are 4 episodes to go and there could be more to come, which we will touch upon in this video. But who is confirmed to be showing up so far in those 9 episodes that have been filmed? Well, that's what we're going to be going over. But of course, throughout the video, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Actually, no, I'll ask you something specifically. Which character that's been confirmed are you looking forward to seeing back the most? And also, which character do you want to see come back that has not been confirmed yet? Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on that. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, I want to show your support and you're looking forward to stuff, want to drop a like on the video. So first up, let's specifically go over the returning characters that have been in previous seasons that are coming back for this season, and then we'll go on to the new characters that are showing up for the first time. So we do have David Singh showing up. Now this wasn't a big one. I think this was just something that was just, confirmed a while ago. This isn't too big of a surprise. I mean, he showed up last season as well, so it hasn't been gone for a while. And I think it would have been weird if he didn't show up, unless the actor was busy. So it makes sense that he would show up, but also, no offense to the character, but it's not one that people are going to be like, oh my god, I'm watching this episode just because David Singh's showing up. But yeah, he's going to be coming back. We do have Roy Bivolo, aka Rainbow Raider. Now this is one that was only specifically confirmed, I guess, when the trailer came out, because there had been some set photos, but we weren't too sure exactly what was going on there. But he's coming back and he's going to be attached to the Rogue storyline. Actually, most of the characters I think that we're going to be going over in this video, or at least returning thing, do play into that sort of first 5-6 episode storyline with the Rogues and Red Death. But we do have, Roy Bivolo, aka Rainbow Raider. We did have a Rainbow Raider post-Crisis that showed up in Season 7, but this character was just confirmed as MIA, they didn't know where he was, but now he's showing up again. We then have Jaco Birch, aka The Hotness. I mean, main character, I'm surprised he's coming back, because I thought they sort of wrapped him up last season, but yeah, he's back. Then we do have Hartley Rathaway, aka Pied Piper, obviously a Season 1 OG character. So it's cool to see him back. He's going to be sort of playing into, I guess, the Flash's team that goes up against the Rogues, I guess, at some point this season. So it's cool to see him back and wrap up that character in, I'd assume, just one episode he's showing up in. Then we do have Goldface. I mean, meme once again, but, I'm not too surprised he's coming back. And those 3 of the Hotness, Pied Piper, Goldface, and also Chillblaine will be Barry's anti-Rogues team that he, I guess, teams up with to go against the Rogues. Then we do have Jay Garrick showing back up. This wasn't confirmed through set photos or anything. This was literally John Wesley Shipp saying, yeah, I'm coming back for Season 9, which isn't that big of a shock. I think most people assume that would be the case. Nia Nal, aka Dreamer, will be showing up. I think she's showing up in episode 7 or 8. It's one of those 2 episodes, and she'll have a storyline with Iris throughout that episode. I'm not too sure specifically what episode it was, but I think it's 7 or 8 that she's in. So yeah, this was a long tease one that Eric Wallace talked about. It's a Supergirl character that hadn't appeared on The Flash before showing up, and it was either her or Kelly Olsen. So Dreamer's obviously the better option of the 2 there in regards to I guess a exciting thing that could happen in the episode. So yeah, I think it's episode 7 or 8 she's showing up in. Speaking of one of those maybe 6, 7 or 8 episodes, another character that's showing up and returning is Becky Sharp, aka Hazard from Season 4. Now of course she died pre-Crisis due to DeVoe, so I'm very curious to see how she comes back, what changed up in that DeVoe storyline and everything. She was seen wearing her comic accurate outfit, so yeah, maybe post-Crisis in that timeline, like she was a part of that DeVoe storyline but wasn't killed, or maybe none of them were killed. I'm not too sure, but she is coming back. And obviously a character that was confirmed by the trades in the CW is Javicia Leslie coming back as Ryan Wilder, aka Batwoman. This will be in, I think she's in the set photos specifically for episode 5. We don't know if she's actually in any previous episodes as Batwoman, but episode 5 we know she will be showing up as Batwoman specifically, and there might be like a soft tie-up for the show of Batwoman. I'd assume that'd be the case, but it could just be like them just mentioning one or two things about certain characters and everything like that, just to give a bit of a soft ending, so it appeases some fans of the show, I guess. And then, of course, we do have episode 9, the returning characters for episode 9, the big one that got a lot of people excited. Of course, we have John Diggle, aka Spartan, coming back, Wally West, aka Kid Flash, and Ramsey Rosso, aka Bloodwork. Those were the first 3 confirmed for episode 9. But then, of course, you got the big boy and Oliver Queen, or, you know, the Green Arrow. He was confirmed for episode 9 as well, even though I guess we could assume that he's also going to be showing up as Spectre, or it is actually just the Spectre showing up and then can take other forms and everything like that. So those are all the returning characters from previous seasons, from episode 1 through to episode 9. But what about new characters? Well, there's only like 4 that we know of. Of course, one of the big things is that I know I mentioned, like, you know, I think Becky Sharp, aka Hazard, and Nia Nal or Dreamer are showing up in like that 6, 7, 8. Some of those, I think Hazard might be specifically episode 6, but like 6, 7, and 8 for the season, a bit unknown in regards to what's happening in those episodes. So there could be even more like other new characters or other returning characters in those episodes. We just don't know. Like, we got some of those confirmations through like social media posts and stuff like that. So there could be even more returning characters that we don't know of, and that goes for the same with these new characters. We're just going over new characters that were either confirmed through the trailers they've released so far or set photos. So the big new character that's coming in that will be a main villain, I guess, of the first graphic novel for this season is of course the Red Death, who will be played by Javicia Leslie, and seems to be some like corrupted multiverse evil version of Batwoman, sort of like a flip on the evil, you know, Bruce Wayne Batman that was in the comics. So Red Death showing up. It seems like it's only going to be like a 2 or 3 episode thing, but once again, we don't know what the teasers and everything like that will be in the actual episodes when we watch them. We only got 3 weeks to find out, but yeah, we know Red Death's showing up. Owen Mercer, or a new Captain Boomerang, will be showing up in episode 1 of season 9 and be playing into that first graphic novel and Rogue storyline that's mixed in with the Red Death stuff, so that's going to be exciting. And also a part of that new Rogues team, we do have a post-crisis version of Murmur, who I think is female, but it just could be like a smaller dude. I'm not 100% sure. That there is a mask there, but you can just tell that they're have a bit of a like a slender figure. But yeah, so Murmur's there. And then we do have a post-crisis Fiddler. Now, I'm unsure if this is the same actress from season 4. So I've just put them as a new character just because it looks like it could be a different actress just based off the hair and stuff. But you don't really get a great look at the actress's face that's playing the Fiddler. So it could be the same actress that we had in season 4, which, like Hazard that we talked about before, Becky Sharp, did die. So, I mean, Becky Sharp came back, you know, apparently didn't die in season 4 storyline in the post-crisis timeline. So maybe Fiddler didn't. But then again, it could be a completely different version, so that's a wait and see. But those are all the new characters that have been confirmed so far. Obviously, we still have 4 episodes to go, and there is that 6, 7, 8 period of episodes that we it's a bit unknown what's going on in there, but those are the ones we just have confirmed at the moment. But what other characters could show up in remaining episodes? Now, I've just put the 6 that I think people want the most, but also have a decent chance of showing up. The first one is probably the hardest one to happen, but I could see some strings being pulled to maybe try and make it happen, and that's Supergirl. It's the one as I said, I least expect to happen out of the 6, but it's also one that a lot of people want to happen as well. But yeah, it's a wait and see. I don't expect her to actually just show up physically. I think it's going to be through some, like, not archival footage, but like, you know, on like a phone call or something like that. That's what I'd expect that to happen. But all the other ones we talk about, I could see the actual characters showing up physically. So the next one I have is Zoom. Once again, they have to be like a storyline that suits it. I thought by this point in the season, if they were going to bring Zoom back, they would have already done it, but there is still 4 episodes to go. We don't know how things are specifically playing out. So Zoom could still easily happen. Eric Wallace has said he was going to make Zoom show up on the show before he ended it. So he's got 4 episodes to go, I guess, unless Zoom played into that like 3 episodes of 6, 7, or 8 that we are unsure about. So Yeah, and a lot of people want Zoom to come back. Reverse Flash. Now, this could be the Tom Cavanaugh version or the Matt Letcher version, or maybe even another version there as well. But Reverse Flash surely shows up. It just depends where. I'd assume the series finale, they'll do something pretty crazy there. But you'd have to think Reverse Flash shows up. Cisco is a character we only recently talked about over the past couple of days. And surely he's a character that they try and get back in some way, shape, or form, whether it's physically or in some sort of like on a monitor or Zoom call type situation or FaceTime, something like that. Cisco's surely a character they try to get. A lot of people want him to come back. Black Lightning is one that I haven't seen people talk too much about, but it's definitely a character I could see coming back if they wanted to. But once again, did they give Black Lightning, I guess, like a half-decent send-off in the Armageddon story from last season? And you could arguably say yes. And like, how much could they change what they did there in regards to saying, you know, I guess giving like some sort of like closure to the character that then they could do in this final season as well. So Black Lightning is a character that I don't think necessarily has to come back, but it wouldn't surprise me at the same time if they did bring Black Lightning back, and him and Barry got on pretty well, so it wouldn't be a bad thing. And the last one is surely one that happens, and that's probably Timeless Wells. I just put down Harrison Wells in general, like any version, but you think they would use the Timeless Wells version that we have now just because it's a bit of a easy character that can just like sort of show up if they want to. So yeah, Timeless Wells or the Harrison Wells that can time travel, that seems like a pretty solid one to put down there and gives us, you know, a goodbye to a character that's been there since right at the beginning, even though it is a bit different, but also a bit similar at the same time. But yeah, guys, that's all to go over in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, it'd be awesome to drop a like and to show support. Let me know in the comment section down below which of these characters that's been confirmed you're looking forward to seeing back the most, and what character that has not been confirmed, which one do you think should show up? Let me know in the comments, and of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.